One of the parts that we've started, when I say we, I mean me, started up in Ely Art Company is I got this nifty paint. It's called Glossies, made by Liquitex. And the only problem is it dries kind of fast. So you put it out here and you get called away and it dries quick, but what's really cool is when you paint with it, it allows you to paint on glass. So you paint on glass and you cook it in the oven. After you cook it in the oven, it stays stuck to the glass. That's the theory. I've cooked a couple of them and they cook pretty nice and they look really nice and glossy after that. But here I am painting a moose on glass. This is my nifty little wine glass holder. It works in such a way that I take my wine glass and it locks in. I designed it in such a way that there's a wedge down there that makes it so once it's in, it's perfectly solid. And then I've got, because I'm left-handed, I've got a palm rest. And it's pretty slick. It's working out really great. It's really fast. It's not hard to use. If there was a market for people who are using wine glass holders, I could sell them. But painting wine glass holders, I just don't see that as being a really big market. Anyway, so here I am painting a moose. I'm putting the moose head on. I'm going to add his horns, antlers I should say later. Those just filling in shadows until I end up with the finished product. And I end up reworking and reworking and reworking. But I make my shape by painting the parts that they're easy to see, just the human eye has to observe them, and sometimes I miss them myself. But shadows are critical, and a lot of times shadows are blue or purple. I like purple because the purple goes well with the brown actually. The brown's got a lot of red in it, and the purple kind of moderates it for some reason. At least it does to my eye. But I'm colorblind in browns and greens and reds, so I have to paint what I see, and it always comes out right, but it's not necessarily the color that everybody else sees. So this is it, painting with Joe at the Ely Art Company. After I get this moose done, I'm going to paint probably another loon. I got orders for all kinds of them. Loons, moose, wolves, bears. Everybody wants some kind of animal. I got an order for a flamingo. That's coming next. I think I'm probably going to do a flamingo after I do this one here. So anyway, there we are. Moose painting with Joe. It's got a long ways to go yet, but we're getting there.